L'Oreal is to my left, and I just saw this to my right, and it made me burst out laughing the way they're just looking at me. There's L'Oreal right there. So I'm wanting to put some leaves into Gizmo and Yang and Brownfoot's cabin before tonight. Also, I want to gather up some leaves while we still have some semblance of dry leaves. I read ahead in the weather, and it says, I read an article, actually, I Googled for winter weather outlook or whatever, and there's some new technology that was invented by an agency, I think they said NOAA, it's a national agency, and it's new technology they've developed and they're using this year, and what they're predicting is a wetter winter for this part of the world this winter. So if it's going to be real wet, then the leaves aren't going to have time to dry. So I'm going to gather up, this might be one of the last times we have dry leaves. So I'm going to gather up a bunch of leaves tonight. It's going to start getting colder, and it's going to, also the forecast showed snow, I think tomorrow, and then a bunch of more rain days after that. And so if all these leaves are going to get soggy and useless, I want to gather them up now. I still haven't made more than the one leaf depot, but I can make leaf depots indoors and then deploy them outdoors as needed. Here's Rover. Rover. So, but no point in having a leaf depot if you don't have your leaves stored up to put in them. So I'm starting with the distribution channel. Actually, not the distribution, the storage, the warehousing, and get a bunch of warehouse leaves tonight. And then the distribution channel is still to be built, other than the one leaf depot. And then there's my emergency dispatch system, which is Amy on a ladder with some leaves in a bag, stuffing them into cabins. And I don't want to have to do that too much, so that's why the leaf depots are critical. Right? But yeah, tonight I'm going to grab some bags and gather up a bunch more dry leaves. We're having sleepy time problems here. That's the boy who wants to go in. And then you'll hear the girl telling him no. That's the boy. That's the girl. The girl is the warble. The boy is the cry. Can you let him in? He needs somewhere to sleep. That sound off to my left, it sounded bad, but that's actually a good sound of somebody finagling his way in there. This sound up here is the disturbing one because the guy can't get somewhere to sleep unless she lets him in. And that's why I keep putting up homes, but it's never enough. And if you hear that yelling in the background, that's the people yelling at their dog constantly. Somebody down here. Do you have somewhere to go? Is this Chino? That's Chino, all right. Here, Chino. Make sure you have somewhere to go tonight.